everybody. So today I'm in Linville Gorge and I'm at the Linville Falls visitor parking lot, and I'm going to be taking a short hike here on the Duggar Creek Falls trail, and I'm going to explore the northeast quadrant a little bit in preparation of a through hike of the Linville Gorge Grand Loop, which I'm going to do hopefully pretty soon. But I just wanted to explore it a little bit on a day hike and see what these unmaintained trails are all about, and show it to you guys. And yeah, like I said, I'm going to prepare for a through hike of the Grand Loop probably this summer, so we'll see how it goes. Alright, so I'm on the Plunge Basin trail, and I'm right near the parking lot still, and I want to show you guys something. So this right here, this is the Golf Contour Trail, and it's a little before what the map shows. I'm going to show you the map that I'm following on Gaia. It's the GPS, you can see that. So it shows up a little before the actual trail on the map for the Golf Contour Trail, which is unmaintained here in the northeast quadrant of the gorge. And I'm going to toggle back and forth between the maps I use to navigate in these wilderness areas to show you something. This is the map that everybody recommends, and I paid for it on Google on the Play Store. This is the Avenza Map. You see, it doesn't really show the trails that well. Everybody that navigates in the gorge swears by it. Me, I mean, it looks like a actual National Geographic map, which I think it is, but you really don't see any trails. You're just like hiking off into the wilderness, it looks like. This is, like I said, this is the paid version. I paid to download this map. It was just over $12. I'm going to show you all trails. People said that all trails doesn't show the trails out here. Well, there you go. So evidently All Trails has pretty much all the trails here listed. These are the trails in the northeast quadrant, if you could see that. So yeah, I mean, you make the choice which one you want to use. Me, I like to see where I'm at on a trail, even if it is an unmaintained trail, like these trails are unmaintained here in the wilderness. But I like to see where I'm at on the map. I don't like to see that I'm walking off into the wilderness on some random location. I like to actually see where I'm at. So you be the judge of which one is the best. So you can see this trail gain some elevation right away if you're coming in off the Plunge Basin trail. But it does look like it's pretty easy to follow. There was some blowdown already. Just a log fallen tree over the trail. But this isn't too bad so far. I'm sure it's going to get a little bit more difficult as I get out here. So you see the trail looks pretty easy to follow right here. I did see some orange or reddish paint on the trees just back there, but I'm following my GPS, and this is the correct path to take according to the GPS to stay on the Golf Contour Trail. But there's been a lot of blowdown, and you see these branches you gotta duck underneath every so often. So yeah, it's been a little bit difficult, and if I had my big heavy pack on, it would be even more trouble ducking under all this blowdown and going over it, because it's low clearance in places. I just have my day pack, so it's a little bit easier. I'm a lot lighter too. But yeah, it's a struggle sometimes. You want to explore these wilderness areas, this is what you got to do. All right, so this is 1.5 miles from the parking lot at the Linville Falls Visitor Center, where you'll get to this stream right here. So if you're backpacking, well, 1.5 miles wouldn't be much to get back to your vehicle if you were parked there on a through hike of the Grand Loop, but at least you know where some water is. Check out this tree. I always wonder about these trees. They have one at Skinny Dip Falls, right near the parkway, which is like this. They call it the Kissing Dragon. I always wonder if it was an old Native American marking tree. And check this out over here. You're on hidden camera. A trail camera. Or better yet, a game camera, because I just stumbled upon some deer in this field that I startled coming up the hill. It was pretty unique. I didn't know they had something like this in the gorge, an open field like this, or meadow. So I'm near Jonah's Ridge and Long Arm Ridge, and there are some properties back here, so I imagine this is where some hunters would gather to hunt game. But yeah, I'm about to come upon those said properties up here, right off the forest road, and reconnect on the trail. So there are some houses up the hill there. So this forest road is called Long Arm. I've been jogging down it, try and make good time, because I had to cut this short. I'm trying to make it to Ginger Cake Mountain, where I left off the last time I was in this particular spot of the gorge. So I'm going to connect on to Joe Johnson here, I guess, at the street, just up ahead. And see, All Trails does show all the trails with all the mileage of all the trails in the northeast quadrant of the gorge, which most people consider the most hard or the most difficult part of the gorge to navigate. I mean, it's all wilderness, but so far it's not been too bad for me. Like I said, once I get to Ginger Cake Mountain, I'm gonna head back. I'll let you guys know my final analysis on it. All right, made it to the road. Quite a view. Check that out. So let's find this Joe Johnson trail. So I've come to the Brushy Ridge Junction, right or left? Well, I'm going left to reconnect with Ginger Cake Mountain, because if you go right, it'll take you down to the Linville River. And there's the Joe Johnson trail behind me. So let's head down here to the left. Came out from the Brushy Ridge Trail there, and walking the road for a bit to reconnect with the trail to Ginger Cake, which is another unmaintained trail. All right, so this is a private road with some residences up here on top of the mountain. But nice gentleman over there, I think he's a contractor. He was in his car and he told me that the trail is right up here, and it looks like it's behind the shed. So I might scope it out a little bit further and then head back. I just wanted to check it out in preparation for a future through hike of the Grand Loop. So far, and really I only have, I think, 3/10 of a mile to get to where I left off. So I might walk it and see what the trail's like over here for the 3/10 of a mile, but it's been pretty easy, this so-called hard to navigate northeast quadrant of the gorge. I didn't find it to be too much trouble at all. So I'll check this out a little bit further and then head back. All right. That was a steep uphill climb up Ginger Cake Mountain from the housing development, but I am back where I left off in November, about at the top of Ginger Cake Mountain. That's the trail behind me leading back to the trail that'll take you to go south to Sitting Bear, Hawksbill, Table Rock, the Chimneys, if you want to complete the Grand Loop of the gorge. So, as I said, my whole focus was scoping this out today in preparation of a future through hike of the Grand Loop of the gorge, which hopefully I'll be able to do soon. If not, then I'll wait until the cooler months of the fall, because you know, this is a pretty brutal trail, even though I'd probably go this way, which is the clockwise direction of travel, because it is easier for my first time doing it. Maybe come back at another time and do it the harder direction of travel, which would be counterclockwise, starting at the river. But yeah, I didn't think that northeast quadrant was that difficult to navigate. I mean, as long as you're paying attention, there are some other trails that shoot off from the main trail, but I mean, like I said, it wasn't that bad to navigate. I mean, just some blow down in places, but overall, I wouldn't rate it that difficult. So yeah, if you guys are interested in doing this, but you're a little apprehensive about getting lost in the gorge, you know, they always say a printed map is the best insurance policy for preventing getting lost, because electronics fail. But you know what, I keep my charger on me and I'm pretty careful, you know, to keep my phone fully charged. So the GPS has not let me down yet, and I would highly recommend doing this on a day hike, you know, if you just want to scout it out in preparation of through hiking it one day like I did. So thanks for watching, folks. If I don't talk to you any further, it's been a pleasure to share this with you, and look forward to many more trips. I got some future trips coming up. I know I've not been filming as much, but stay tuned, because I'm going to surprise you with what I have coming up. Thanks again.